Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and I hate to beat a dead horse, but I have to make a video talking about the Lie quest that has recently come out inside Destiny 2. Now, if you don't know what that is, or if you've been living under a rock, I will briefly explain this dumpster fire that we are calling Season of the Worthy. Last reset, at the time of making this video, a new quest came up, the Lie, and what it required was for the entire community of Destiny to complete 9 million Seraph Tower event completions. Now, the community's initial response was, no, this is way too intense. It was going to take weeks of time, if not longer, in order to actually beat this, and it almost seemed like this might be the first community event that we would fail. But Bungie stepped in and they changed the event and they lowered the amount of Seraph Towers required to be done. And in doing so, we were able to beat it in a much more timely fashion. It took us about 6 days in total. Now, as soon as the quest was done, we were able to progress on to the next step. Now, each step was individual. We have to get the shotgun kills. There's a variety of different ways you could do it. You could do them in the Crucible. You could do them in PvE if you want. Either way, it doesn't take that long. You just have to go and get a bunch of shotgun kills. But then what happened was the very next quest step was bugged. And I get it. I mean, shit happens. I know that. It's totally understandable that stuff will be bugged inside the game. There's so much inside Destiny 2. Things are bound to be bugged. But oh my goodness, I cannot begin to express the number of problems that have happened during this season in Destiny 2. I mean, where do I even begin? All right, as soon as this season launched, it was pretty much primarily focused around PvP and everyone was excited. All right, cool, Trials is coming back. We're getting a renewed focus on the sandbox. They balanced a bunch of different stuff here and there. It was good. It started off, everyone was excited. The PvE players that have been getting a lot of love for a long time were like, okay, cool, let's let the PvP players have their season. We'll take a back seat and we'll allow it because the PvP community hasn't seen much love and attention in a long time. And then Trials drops, and they announced that light level advantages are in it and that artifacts are also enabled, and it was absolutely crazy. Everyone's like, no way, you cannot let people that farm bounties inside lost sectors all day have a huge advantage over those that don't. That's going to be insane. There's going to be people out there that have such incredibly high light level, such incredibly high power level, that they're going to have such an insane advantage over anyone that plays this game. There's going to be people just nonstop grinding, getting their power level up insane, and being an actual raid boss inside PvP. And so Bungie appropriately reacted and said, okay, cool, we're going to take the artifact out, but there's a bug. And it's going to be enabled the first week. Now, it wasn't as big of a problem the first week because there wasn't enough time to really get that level up, but it definitely was a problem, and it sort of set the tone for what this season was going to be like, an absolute disaster. Now, Trials is out, and it's being played, and we're starting to find that the amount of hacking is way more than it was ever before. There's people respawning, there's people firing full out of Whisper of the Worms, there's people aimbotting, there's people wall hacking, speed hacking, teleport glitching, doing everything and anything that you could possibly imagine that absolutely ruins the game, and it is just absolutely going crazy inside Trials, and the experience is all but completely ruined. I mean, so many people are not wanting to play. Their loot incentive isn't there. You have to get 3 wins in order to get any loot to drop for you. Time and time again, people are just frustrated and angry and upset, and rightfully so, because Trials was really a big flop this season, and they have addressed it now, and they said that Season 11 should hopefully have a much stronger and much better anti-cheat, and hopefully will keep the sanctity of Trials a little bit better. But that's not where it ends for this season, for Season of the Worthy. That's not where it ends at all, because then you have Guardian games come out, and Guardian games is this competition between Titans, Hunters, and Warlocks, which is good and bad. I mean, some people are like, yeah, I'm Team Titan, but I think the majority of people just have all 3 characters or don't really necessarily identify with one so strongly. So it was kind of a weird competition to start off with in the first place. But then it comes out and Hunters win day 1, and they're also announced that Hunters are being weighed less, so they win day 1, but then after that, Titans just sweep the whole thing. So then it just turns into this whole mess of like, well, Hunters would have won if they hadn't been weighed against them, but Titans technically did win and did more work. And then at the end of all of this big rivalry competition that's been created, the Titans win, and they're given this little tiny baby statue, and it's pathetic, and it doesn't really mean anything. It's just so silly that we even had this competition in the first place. And then that bizarro world event leads us directly into this Fellwinter's Lie dumpster fire, and it is just a mess. It's just a real mess. I cannot help but believe that Season of the Worthy has been almost one of the worst seasons in the history of all Destiny 2. And that's hard to say because I actually have really enjoyed some moments in it. I have really enjoyed Trials at times, but I can't help but feel like the mistakes and the errors within Destiny are just happening over and over again like a broken record. And it really feels like this whole project is kind of falling apart. I really hope I'm not getting the wrong impression from this, but it definitely feels like we're on a slippery slope and everything is really heading downhill right now. I really hope that Season 11 turns things around. I hope that They are able to capture the attention and the love of the community they have. Destiny and Destiny 2 has created such a crazy, wide, awesome, and amazing community. I really, really hope that Season 11 delivers so much better than this season, because this season has been just an absolute disaster. And as much as I hate to end this video on a negative note, that is where I'm going to end this video. I do want to know your thoughts, though. Let me know in the comments below. What have you thought so far of this season? Have you enjoyed it? If you did enjoy it, where did you find the enjoyment in it? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for watching these videos. I'll see you in the next one. Later.